Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Off the Dome podcast. I'm your co-host Chris.
And I'm your co-host Carlos.
Now, this is episode 2, and first off, I'd like to thank you all for the feedback on episode 1. We
All
really
love.
appreciate it. All love, of course. Now, to start things off, I don't know if you all have been seeing what's been going on in Louisiana. A lot of people are losing their homes.
Yes.
A lot of people, I think people are also dying too. And what I don't get is how can, I don't know if you guys seen this, but there's been a news broadcast, NBC. Have you heard of NBC, Carlos?
No, I haven't heard of that, but I did see like a video on
Yeah.
I think it was TikTok or Instagram
Uh-huh.
that the governor ordered everybody to evacuate cuz I don't know if you remember, but years back they had the Katrina hurricane.
I think that was, no, yeah, I
And
think that was
it is
somewhere
that.
else. That was
No,
in Florida, wasn't it?
No, it was in Louisiana. It was
Alright,
in New Orleans, Louisiana.
New Orleans. Okay.
But
yeah.
I seen it and it's stage 4. So
yeah, that's like really like, there's
from
different
from
categories of
my
stages
understanding,
from what I learned.
from my understanding is that it's really bad, and we just want to send our love and our prayers to all the people out there,
Yeah, for sure. And it's just been crazy out there. Um,
We're
have
living
you
in a
been-
crazy world lately. So
Yeah, especially since global warming and how the world's climate is changing now due to that. I've been reading a lot that we need, like, we expect there to be more, or that we expect the world to get more hotter, in the next 40 years from what I've read. But this could be stopped, but honestly, I don't think we're gonna
yeah.
do anything.
Well, it's
about it
been
anytime
crazy. I
soon.
mean, last couple of years, I think we've had like record-breaking days where it's hot or like when it's cold.
Mhm.
So, I mean, global
Yeah.
warming is, in my opinion, is something to look at. But, not
No,
everybody.
global warming is already here.
thinks that,
There's nothing that we can really do about it now. We just have to, like, I guess you can say we have to deal with it.
Yeah.
It's already a code red. People they didn't listen. So this is
For real, bro, like,
these are the repercussions of
I was
listening.
I was looking, when all that came out, when it was code red, I saw that a bunch of people were like, damn, bro, we really didn't listen. We really finna die. But I mean,
we're not gonna die, but it's just that the world is dying.
yeah,
Like,
but you know the memes. You know how the memes be.
yeah, you know how everyone's overreacting, which, I mean, honestly, I get the overreaction because this is a pretty big thing that's happening,
Mm-hmm.
Now that the climate's going to change, the water levels are also going to change significantly. Have you seen did you see the Jake Paul versus
Yeah. Bro.
Woodley fight yesterday?
Bro, I follow a page on Instagram and it was live streaming it, bro.
Oh yeah, bro, that shit was funny.
Bro.
We're not gonna say who it was, but
I was so
bro.
mad. I feel like that is rigged, bro. Like that, it has to
What?
be rigged. The fight. There's no way. Like, I was hearing when the last judge, I think he said 78 to 74.
over 74.
And I was
Yeah.
like, there's no way that Woodley lost by 4 points. Like, 4 points might not sound a lot, but
That's a lot of points. Yeah,
heck
that's a lot.
no, he did not lose. Like,
He did not lose, yeah.
me personally, I didn't think he lost the fight in the first place. But I feel
Honestly,
like he landed most of the
uh,
power punches. That's just me. My opinion. But it's
Mhm.
crazy, bro.
Honestly, I really do think that it was a tie. I'm not even gonna lie,
A tie?
I'm not even gonna give hate. Jake Paul was also doing some good shit. He was also throwing in some good punches. But Woodley was really the one who actually threw those last couple punches, those power punches.
I
A lot of people were saying it wasn't a knockdown due to the fact that Jake Paul didn't, like, his knee didn't touch
no.
the
So I
canvas.
seen that. I seen a video of that explaining, and he was saying that when you get punched and you land on the ropes and the ropes stop you from going on the floor, that's considered a knockdown. So if you look back at the video when he got punched, he went through the ropes and like his body was on the ropes. So that there was a video of explaining that just goes to show that maybe the referee was unexperienced, but you know, at the end of
Wait,
the
who was the referee?
I don't know. And but I mean, at the end of the day, like, I mean, he won. I just want to see the tattoo. Like, I haven't seen the tattoo. Supposedly that he was gonna get, you know.
No, supposedly, Woodley, he's gonna get a tattoo. If he gets the tattoo, he's gonna get the rematch.
Yeah, he wanted a rematch.
Yeah, but Jake Paul was like, nah.
Nah.
But I mean, I don't get it. Like you should have just done the tattoo in the first place. You know, like be a man of your word, bro.
Well, yeah. I mean, if
bro,
I feel like it's rigged,
it.
if I feel like it's rigged, I feel like he shouldn't. Like, if he knows, like me personally, like if I would be somebody's booty and like at the end of the day let them or the judges score them to win, like I'm gonna be mad, you know, like I'm gonna be hot.
But it wasn't like he was whooping his ass, you know.
Yes, but he was winning the fight.
He was winning the fight in the last couple of rounds.
What do you mean there was only 8 rounds?
Yeah, 8 rounds.
Well, that's another thing that's another thing that I didn't like. The fact that it was 8 rounds, they should have gone to 12 rounds. Tell me, I mean, when I see like or when I hear boxing, I feel like it should be 12 rounds, just like all boxing, whether it's a exhibition or
was it a professional fight?
Well, I mean, isn't boxing considered professional? Like, do you think?
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about do you fight for a title?
That's what I'm saying.
What I mean?
Do you feel like they think they're professional? Because I feel like the Paul brothers think that they're professionals now.
I don't think the only one I think who they think is a professional is Jake, but Logan,
bro,
no.
Wait, so which one's Jake, the younger or the oldest?
Yeah, the youngest one.
I feel he's the one calling out freaking Canelo.
Yeah,
so
that's why.
So that's what I mean.
Him.
Is he a professional or not? That's what I'm saying.
I said I only consider him like to be technically like a professional fighter.
But didn't his brother start all that? Like the older one? Didn't he start like the YouTube fights and all that? The ones
who started the YouTube fights was KSI and Logan Paul. And then after that, that's like when it like really like fucking it grew, you know.
Bro, you know who I would really pay to see fight?
Oh.
Kanye versus Drake, bro. I would really pay. I would really pay for them to see them fight.
Bro, that's crazy though. Like
I really would,
Kanye
bro.
Really,
I feel like who do you think would win?
I mean, I know that height doesn't matter, but like reach bro, really does matter.
I don't know. I feel like it would either be a draw or I would slightly give it to Drake, because I feel like I feel like Kanye is to me Kanye is like, I don't know, like he's just different. I'm not really a fan of Kanye.
Bro, I'm not a fan of both of them.
I'm more of a fan of Drake than Kanye. Let me just say that. I'm not like a diehard Drake fan, like some people are, but
yeah, which is like fucking crazy to me.
But at the same time, like I feel like both of them would prepare for a good fight, but at the end, I would feel like Drake would take it. You know.
What makes you say that?
Just the fact that, like he's been around, or like he's been working out. Like Drake's been working out a lot. Or he's like fit, you know. So, and I just feel like Kanye would. I don't know, bro. Like, I feel like I don't see Kanye like fighting. You get me? But I could a little bit see Drake fighting. That's what I'm trying to say.
Why is that? Wait, why don't you see? That's what I don't get. Why do you not see Kanye fighting?
Because I feel like he wouldn't let himself get trained. Like he would want to be trained by the best. You get me? You know how Kanye is. He wants the best of the best of the best of the best of the best.
Exactly. So
and I just feel like
kind of contradicting your point.
How?
Because if he's not gonna be a fighter, and you're saying that he would want to get trained by the best. I mean,
yes, but what I'm trying to say, no matter, it's like this. I feel like, in my opinion, that no matter how much you get trained or how much you get pushed by somebody, like maybe I just don't see that boxing in Kanye. That's what I'm trying to say. Like I don't see Kanye as a boxer, and I feel like I can see Drake. Like I can see Drake, like in a ring. You get me? That's what I'm just trying to say.
I see. Well, I mean, yeah, I would also pay. I would watch that shit. Not gonna lie, especially since they've been beefing. Who started the beef anyway?
I don't know, bro. Like,
wasn't it Kanye who started it? Because he was the
no,
one who leaked where Drake lived?
no. I think it goes back to him, Kanye telling. So you know how Drake used to beef with Pusha T? So supposedly there was rumors that Kanye told Drake. Kanye told Pusha T that Drake had a baby.
Had a son, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So I think that's when it all started, but I'm not 100%
so
sure.
Kanye did start. I mean, isn't it a rumor though?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's true or it's not. That's what I'm saying. I think it is. I don't really like. I mean, lately, since it's been all over Instagram and all over Twitter, that's all they talk about. Lately, yes, I've been caught up with it, but I'm talking about like back then. I really didn't know much.
Yeah, back then I wasn't really too. I only knew that.
But it was funny. So basically, if you guys, for the people watching, if you guys haven't noticed on social media yet, Drake is beefing with Drake. Drake is beefing with Kanye, and supposedly there's a theory that supposedly Kanye hasn't dropped or didn't want to drop until Drake did, because they know that whoever drops second would probably get the most like views or the most hits. Why? Because like, say if Drake was to drop first, well, obviously Kanye just dropped, so Kanye dropped supposedly without his consent. You get me? So Kanye.
Well, no, it wasn't without his consent, because his manager came out and said that Kanye was the one who gave the okay to release the album.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying, and I heard or I seen that Universal Studios was the one who released it without his consent.
No, but his manager was the one who said, yeah, go ahead and release it.
I didn't see that, but
because supposedly Kanye said, all right, it's cool, like release it or whatever.
Yeah, did you see that Drake hacked into SportsCenter, bro? That's crazy. SportsCenter really didn't do anything about it either. That's funny. They just came out on Twitter apologizing, like, oh, sorry. That's funny.
Bro, I would have sued the fuck out of Drake, bro.
Nah, Drake probably paid him, bro. And
you think so?
Yeah, Drake. Drake has the money.
Yeah, who? That's like a big fucking security breach.
That's what I'm saying. So they can say that Drake. They can say that Drake.
Drake did pay them.
What do you call it?
Sure.
They can say that Drake hacked him, but I don't think Drake hacked him. I think Drake just paid him to add that on there.
Yeah, I really do think so too.
That's funny, huh?
Bro, like I can't believe the level of, because to me it's petty. You know what I mean?
Is?
Because
What's petty?
That Drake hacked into SportsCenter just because he wanted to promote his album. Because you know how there was a big there's like a big hype train going on around Honda.
Let me tell you something. When you're that big, you gotta go big. That's in my opinion. Like, if I was Drake, I would have probably done some crazy shit like that too. Not gonna lie.
Do you think
that just goes to show?
Kanye and Drake just
that just goes to show that I'm trying to show.
Do you really,
bro? I'm saying, like, I'm trying to say that Drake is trying to say, like, I'm really the shit with that. You get me?
Well, I'm not a fan of Drake at all. Yeah.
You're not a fan of nobody. all you like is just anime. That's all he likes.
I like music too, but it's just not my type of music, I guess you can say.
Hey, did you see that what's her name? Kim Kardashian was on the Donda show. Did you ever see those?
Yeah.
Did you ever see those? Did you ever see the the live streams?
I did see them. Supposedly, it wasn't supposedly, Kim was the one. She was the bride.
She was the bride?
Yeah.
Of what though?
Like the Kanye show, the Kanye event.
Oh, I don't know. I seen this one meme where supposedly Kanye did all that just to get back with Kim Kardashian. But I don't know if they were I seen that they're getting divorced. No, I think that they're in the process of getting divorced, but I don't know. You get me? I did see
Kanye's
that.
Down bad for that then. I mean,
Nah,
yeah,
I'm not really a
nah,
fan
yeah,
of the Kardashians. Just my
I'm not
opinion.
a fan of them. That's what I'm saying. He's down bad for getting back with them, with her.
Hey, you know, that's maybe the love of his life. Maybe he thinks that that's who is meant for him.
Bro, if she was the love of your life, you wouldn't be divorcing her.
I also seen this one meme where somebody posted like, oh, instead of calling the album Donde, that's what's it called, right?
Donda.
Donda,
It's
Donda.
his mom's
Sorry.
name.
Instead of calling the album Donda, they should have called it Donde, cause it hasn't came out.
It's never came out.
That was
Yeah,
funny.
that shit was funny.
I seen that, bro. I started crying.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. I'm not gonna
I ain't gonna lie though.
Like,
I
I
am
seen that on
excited.
TikTok.
I am excited for that new Drake, cause you know Drake be getting you that in your feeling. He be getting you all that good ass music.
Yeah, I mean, I know people are gonna hate on me for this, but I don't give a fuck. I don't like Drake.
Bro, you don't like anything. You've always been
What can I
antisocial.
say? I just don't. I just don't like what other people like.
Yeah, you're weird for that.
Yeah.
That was funny though.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. But anyways, I have a question for you, Carlos.
Oh.
Do you have like has anything like ever happened like to you that you experienced like you know like anything supernatural, I guess you can say?
Supernatural?
Mhm. Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, everybody like. So okay, let me get into it. So ever since I was little, I've always played a lot of video games, and I've always played like video games not for my age. So, so
You used to, yeah, that's true.
So and then Chris used to always want to come over and play, but I would never let him play. Bro, I hate that annoying ass cousin.
Yeah, your whole ass.
I hate the annoying ass cousin that always comes over like, "Can I play?" Like, your mom said I can play on your video game. Like, bro, no, bro. Like, it's mine. You cannot play.
Bro, you're fucked up. I
But
was like, damn. Like back then, I was like, damn, he's fake as hell for that.
but it did get to the point where I would go to sleep and I would wake up in the middle of the night, like just screaming or getting up and walking, or like I remember my mom told me once that there was this night where I woke up and I went over to her room and they were sleeping, and I just like she felt that somebody was staring at her, and she woke up and I was just staring at her, bro. Like I was just staring at her looking down. That's fucking weird, huh? That's crazy.
What the I've never heard this story.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. I have a lot of those stories, and then I have another one where I went to Mexico with my.
Wait. Okay, go ahead. Tell the Mexico one. I'm curious about that one too.
I went over to my grandparents' house in Mexico, and all their rooms are on the second floor. So I went to sleep, and I think it was my auntie's room, and I woke up screaming in the middle of the night. Like I woke up in the middle of the night and I just started screaming like, "He's over there, he's over there, he's over there," and my grandparents were like, "What the fuck? Like, ain't shit over there." Like I was pointing at a wall or some shit.
You started saying he's over there.
Yeah. Yeah, I was a weird ass little kid, huh?
No, you still are, bro. I'm gonna expose you, real
Bro,
quick.
you are
still
too.
do
Shut
that
up.
Shit.
No, I don't.
Nah.
No, I
Bro,
don't.
You do that shit all the time.
No, I don't.
What are you talking about?
No, I don't.
Yes, even like my grandma always be telling me that you always like wake them up because you always scream in the middle of the night. And
Nah,
I
bruh.
remember that shit too, cause when I used to sleep over, right, like you would always, like, every night you would always just wake up screaming. And I remember one night, I remember
Share that
shit
one
so
story
vividly.
of that one that you always tell me.
Which one?
The one where I was in my room and you were in the room next door.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that one, bro. Oh my god, that was the only day like I ever shit my pants like hard, bro.
Oh, that's
No,
funny.
dude, you scared the fuck out of me though. Like it was so scary. Like, okay, I was sleeping, right? I was like falling asleep or whatever, right? And then I was like, you know, like when you feel like you're sleeping, right? Like all of a sudden, like I just hear, oh, Auntie, tia, no, help me, no. And then I'm like, what the fuck, bro? I was like, what? Oh, what? And then I fucking wait, bro. I wake up, bro. I wake up and I book it out the fucking house, bro.
You booked it out the house?
I booked it out the house. I was like,
Bro,
if this motherfucker's dying, he's dying. Fuck him.
Oh,
I'm out
that's
this bitch.
so mean. That's messed up. What you thought? Somebody had broken into the house?
Bro, I thought someone had broken in and was killing you. I was
You
like,
are a
"Fuck that
little
shit,
weenie, bro.
bro, this was
Instead
like
of trying to
it
save
was,
me,
this was like in 2017.
instead of trying to save me, he said, "I'm gonna run out." That's messed up.
Yeah.
If you guys ever encounter Chris in real life and something's going down, do not count on him.
No.
Just to let you know right now, do not count on him.
No, listen. This was the
Do not count on Chris.
no. Chill. This is like the first time ever, and this was like when I was still like semi little kid. Like I was.
No,
like,
you
what,
weren't.
12.
No, you
This was in
weren't.
2017.
No, you weren't. How old are you now?
This was. I'm 18.
So this was 21.
I was like 13, 14.
You were like 14. 14,
yeah,
15.
I was like 14. And then what happened? And then after that, right? I have another one. I think we had like a little I think it was like a party that we had over at my
Yeah.
grandparents' house, right? And then I always get the room my dad used to sleep in. I
Uh-huh.
used to sleep there by myself. And then what ended up happening was the same shit happened again, but this time it was different though,
How?
because you screamed, but you were like every time you
But
screamed.
what did they say?
Yeah, you say different shit. Like you were like, you're like, help me, someone help me,
That's
please. Like you were
funny.
yelling for help, and you were like genuinely saying please. And bro, I fucking booked it to your door, and then I open it, right? I bang on that bitch, I bang on it, and then I open it, and then I don't know
Wait,
why my
why'd you-
dumbass didn't open it.
Yeah,
in the first place
that was
because
about
it
to
was
ask that.
unlocked.
I was about to ask that. Like, why'd you
Bro.
bang on it and then opened it?
Bro, I was banging on it for like a couple seconds, and then my dumbass then tries to open it, and that shit was like open. I mean, it was unlocked.
And what did I
And
do?
then what ended up happening was I booked it and I was like, yo, what's up? And then you just wake up and you look at me. I was like, what? And then you were like, what? What's going on? And then I was like, dude, you were fucking screaming. What do you mean what's going on? And you were like, no, I'm sleeping. And then I'm like, no, you weren't, bro. Like,
I
you
do
were
not
fucking
remember any of
screaming.
this.
And then you're like, nah, dude. Well, nah. You're like, nah, what the fuck? You're like, go to sleep. And I was like, what?
I do not remember any of this.
I honestly thought
That's funny.
I was crazy. I went crazy.
You
but
thought it
no,
was
because
you?
No, I honestly thought it was me hearing shit.
Nah, but I mean,
not even gonna lie.
like
Because
in-
I like when no listen, because when I was a kid, like I did used to hear shit and I used to see shit. Like I think you can
wait,
I think
what?
You can say, like,
When was this?
yeah, this was like bro, I was like fucking 10 years old.
Bro, I thought I knew you, and then all
Like
this
9
is
or
all
10.
these things are coming out that I'm barely
Oh yeah. You
that
can,
I'm
you can
barely,
tell my
like,
mom.
finding out.
No, oh yeah, you can definitely.
You used to
ask
see
my
shit.
mom, like,
You're lying.
yeah, I used to see shit. I used to hear voices in my head. Like there was.
Whoa.
I'll get into it real quick.
Yeah, please.
Not right now. I'll get into it later. But yeah, like I honestly thought like that shit was like coming back. You know, like oh my god, am I like hearing shit again or like stuff like that. But no, it was you, because then I told my grandparents the next day and they say yo.
They were just like,
that
"Oh,
shit
it's
every night."
normal. It's normal."
Yeah, yeah, bro. They say that shit so casual. Like
Yeah,
yeah, I mean,
'cause
he
they-
does that every day.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
So,
Everybody would
no,
tell
I mean,
me. Everybody
it
would
was
tell me
pretty
that it was
crazy.
because of my video games.
I fucking shit in myself, dude.
Everybody thought that it was
Every
because of my
time I
video
hear that,
games.
I shit myself all the time.
But yeah, bro, I feel like I was over, like, everybody would tell me that it was because of my my video games, but I don't know, bro. Like, and I never got help, cause there was this one time where you remember where we used to live, before we moved in right here.
The apartments?
Yeah,
Like when you used to live in the
yeah,
apartment?
yeah. So
Yeah, for sure.
there was this one time where, like, my mom told me that I almost, you know how it was a door and then it was a little gate. My mom told me that I almost, like, walked out the house, bro. Like, that shit got to that point where it was weird. Like, my mom told me that I opened the door and I was walking out the house. That shit was funny.
That shit's scary. You talking about?
Nah. You're scared of
Bro, I
everything,
would-
bro. You're just scared of everything. Like, any little thing
Bro.
happens. I remember, like, once I had came over I came over to the house, and you're always in the rooms. Like, you're never with the family, cause you're weird like that. But
Yeah.
I remember you were in the room, and I was like, I'm gonna go fuck with Chris real quick. So I go outside, and the room that you were in was next to the windows, like in the little like it has windows, and
Yeah,
then the
yeah,
windows right.
window.
It's in the like the little back patio. So I went to the back patio, and I was like, I'm gonna fuck with Chris real quick, and then I started knocking on your window, bro. You were like, oh my god. I remember you started looking around like, I think you had earphones on, and I knocked
Yeah, I
on the
did.
window, and you were just like, what the hell, like, where the hell, like, what is that? And then I knocked on it again, like, super loud, and you ran out the fucking room, bro. That shit was funny.
Bro, you're a whole ass bitch for that.
I'm like,
I was like, I was gonna shit myself.
bro, you are scared of everything, bro.
Bro, who the fuck wouldn't be scared of someone like getting their window
Bro,
banged
there's
on?
so many like weird shit that has happened to me, and like
What
I
do you
just
mean?
let it, like I ignore it. I don't know why. Like
What do you mean weird shit happening to you? Has
yeah.
anyone ever banged in your window?
So last time, this was recently too. Like this was like a month ago, like a month, 2 months
What the
ago.
fuck?
I was sleeping, right, and I went to sleep early that day. I went to sleep at like 9, and I woke
Mhm.
up like around. So I wake up. I wake up every day at 6.
Mhm.
So I woke up at 5, but I woke up and somebody was banging on my door. Like you can straight up hear like somebody banging on my door. Like they banged like 8 to 10 times. It was just like one, like boom, 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 and then all of a
Mhm.
sudden like the banging stopped. So I'm like, oh, like I'm over here thinking like it's maybe somebody in the house like that I live with, you know. And I'm like, if they
Mhm.
knock again and they call my name, like I'm gonna get up and see what's up, you know, like what happened.
Mhm.
And it like nobody knocked, like it just stopped, and I was like,
Bro, whoa, what?
yeah, like it just
I'm.
stopped. And then I went to work that day, and I'm telling you, like I was just like whatever, like I went back to sleep for a bit, and then I get home, and then I asked the people in the house, like, yo, did you guys like knock? Like they were like, no.
Mhm.
They all said no.
This happened at my grandma's house?
Yeah.
Fuck no, I'm not saying that anymore. Fuck that. Nah, bruh. Never again am I saying
You-
that. Never again, bruh. You got me
You
fucked up
are
with this
a
man
hoe ass.
bullshit. Bro, you best believe I'm not saying that bitch
You
anymore.
are a whole ass little kid, bro.
Nah, bro,
You're
I don't fuck with
scared.
that ghost shit. Yes, I'm scared. Bro, that's the only thing I'm ever gonna be scared of.
Bro,
is
and
ghost shit.
that's just one of the couple of times that like I've experienced shit here. And I
Couple of times?
yes,
What?
bro, but
How come you never told me anything?
Bro.
So you're telling me this has happened more than once?
not the knocking shit, but other shit.
Like
Yeah.
what?
No, bro, I'm not gonna tell you
Bro,
because you're gonna
please
get all
tell me.
scared.
Okay, I'm my mama. I won't get scared.
Yes, you are.
Bro, I
Bro,
swear to
I
God.
already told you stop saying that. Stop swearing.
Alright. I won't get scared. I promise.
All right. So, let me get ready.
Mhm.
So, there was this one time, bro. Like it happens all the time where like I hear footsteps, like in the aisles, and I know the people here are like sleeping because they be like 11, 12 at night,
Mhm.
and I hear like footsteps, or there's times where like I hear people like in the living room,
Mhm.
but I mean I don't, not people, but like you hear like footsteps and stuff, but I mean I
Mhm.
don't think any of it. You get me? Like, cause I feel
Why?
like I feel like if you get all those thoughts in you, all you do is just get yourself scared.
But I don't understand what the fuck would bring that there though.
Bring what there? There's nothing here. Like,
Bro, no,
It's totally
there's
fine.
definitely something there. If you're telling
no,
me
there's
you
nothing
heard
there.
banging and no,
you're
there's no one.
you're just a little scary cat, Chris.
Okay, then what was it, Carlos?
I don't know. Oh, so
So
my
you think it was the
mom.
fucking door just banging itself?
No, my mom was thinking because my grandparents have 2 dogs, and one of them always like lays on the doors. Like they, you know, when you open the door at times,
Mhm.
Bongo is here.
Mm-hmm.
So, they were saying that it was probably the dog that just was laying down in front of my door.
No, but didn't you say they were banging like bow, 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 like banging and
Not
shit?
banging, but they knocked. That's what I'm trying to say. Like they were knocking like
How,
on
how
my
was the
door.
knock? Was it like, or was it like, or was
It was just like it was just knock. Like they were just knocking on my door, and that's what I mean. I was like, I stayed up for a little bit because I was like, wait, like what if they like they need me for something or whatever, you know? And I was like, if they
it was 6 a.m.
that was 5 a.m.
5 a.m. What would they need you for?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what it was.
I mean, do the dogs ever like bark? Do you ever hear them barking?
No,
All right.
I mean not at night.
Not at night. All right. So
I mean, like if it's somebody, they'll bark. You get me? Like if it's somebody that they don't know or whatever the case may be, like they'll bark. But when it's like stuff like that, they never bark or they never make any noise.
bro, you know it's something crazy that happened in my grandparents' house when I stayed over one night.
What?
I don't think I told anyone, but like when I was sleeping, you know, 'cause you know how like in the window.
Chris, you are just exaggerating, bro.
I'm not exaggerating. Like who the
This is
fuck-
why
listen,
this is why we don't believe you because you are paranoid. Like you are literally paranoid.
Listen, motherfucker. Listen. You haven't
What?
even listened what I'm about to say, and you're over here judging what I'm like. Listen, bro. Listen.
Cause I know you, and it's gonna be some little shit. Watch, go.
All right. So this is what happened. All right. It was one night, bro. Honestly, I didn't really get that scared, you know, 'cause I was like, it was probably like a little
Bro,
like, animal or
yes, you
something.
did. Yes, you did.
No, I swear to God, I didn't.
Chris.
What? All right, I didn't. I promise, I did not get scared. I did not get scared. So what ended up, cause you know how like outside the window we have like a little walkway that connects our house and the other house.
Yeah.
You know how like it's a little like dirt walkway and like they
Yeah,
have
yeah,
a
yeah.
little thing to switch the thingies, right?
Yeah.
So it was since the room that I sleep in is literally like facing
Right next
like,
to
the
it,
window,
yeah.
the window's like literally like facing the little corridor. It's not even
Yeah.
a corridor, it's outside. It's like a little you
Like
know,
the little hallway. Yeah, I get
yeah,
what
it's
you
a
mean.
little hallway outside. So what ended up happening was cuz you know how there's leaves and shit outside and you can hear
Yeah.
like if people are out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like I start hearing like if someone's out there like and then all of a sudden I hear like cuz like have you ever heard like someone like tapping like on your window like you know cuz you know how it sounds like you know it sounds like
So you basically heard the same thing that I did to you.
no, but this was late at night. And no, what you did, you fucking knocked at my window. You didn't like tap it a little bit. It was like if someone was fucking with like the window, just tapping it, you know, soft.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a bang. Like
No, it was probably like a branch or something, bruh.
bro. There's no way it was a branch
How do you know?
because the tree doesn't extend that far from the window.
Back then they did.
No, it didn't.
Back then, our neighbor has a big ass avocado tree.
Well, bro,
And
you know
back
what
then-
sucks? It's not even. It doesn't even have avocados, bro. I tried to get some avocados last time. Cause bro, them bitches be fucking expensive in the fucking store, dude.
Bro, that's
Bro,
funny.
Bro, 2 for $5? You really think I'm gonna pay $2 for $5 for 2 avocados, bro? Fuck that, bro. I took advantage of.
Oh,
of
that's
my-
funny. Hey,
Bro,
remember Tio Beto used to always
yeah,
pick on, bro.
My Tio Beto, rest his soul, bro. He would always like fucking finesse avocados from that tree, bro.
Bro, he's the one who taught us. Remember, he was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Look, you gotta grab it.
He was like, look,
You have to grab a big ass stick.
Bro,
The
he
big ass
made
stick
that
with the
big
little.
ass stick, didn't he?
Yeah, he
Bro,
did.
He literally made like a whole stick that you can like grab avocados with. That's how determined he was to get them avocados, bro.
That's funny. If
Yeah,
you're our neighbor and you're watching this, sorry.
bro. I'm not even sorry, bro. Them shits are good.
Yeah,
They're
bro,
good.
it'd be big. It'd be like those
Yeah,
fat,
it'd be
like
those fat, big,
those
good
fat ass
avocados.
avocados that they
Yeah.
cost like $3 each, $4 each.
Exactly. And so
Those were good, bro.
yeah,
And then I remember like back then we would always have like carne asadas or
Oh,
like
yeah,
we would
we
have
would-
like
we would,
we would have, like, family gatherings.
Oh, you want some avocados? Then get that shit real quick, bro, from the tree, bro.
we would have
the
family
time.
gatherings where we would cook like seafood. Excuse me.
Yeah,
We would cook like seafood, carne asadas, all that shit.
mhm.
Bro, it was the bomb.
bro. It was, and now like we don't really cook that. We cook like birria and shit. Oh, I want some so bad right
Well,
now.
I feel like everybody is like doing their own thing. Like you guys moved out,
Mhm.
so it's like it's harder, and you guys moved out far, so it's
Mhm.
hard. It's harder to like come every weekend, especially right now with like the gas prices, bro. God damn.
Goddamn, Joe Biden, what the fuck? Bro, fuck Joe Biden. He was the one who raised the gas prices.
Bro, stop, bro. We already said we ain't gonna get into all that.
Alright, but what I was saying with the ghost stories and with the avocado, alright, I was getting
That's
so off track.
funny.
Yeah, but yeah. Oh, you wanted to hear how I used to listen to voices and she shit, right?
Oh yeah.
Alright,
Tell me about
bro,
that.
I was such a weird ass.
Hold on. Let me get ready real quick.
Alright, you better get ready, motherfucker.
Alright,
'cause
alright.
this is like a whole saga,
Alright, go
bro.
ahead. Go
Alright.
ahead.
So this all
Cause
started.
I'm new, like with you guys. I'm new. I've never heard any of this. Go ahead.
Yeah, cause my mom and like we were really close. But, like we wouldn't really say anything about it. But I mean, it already happened like a long ass time ago. So
Well,
it's
now
just
our whole
like-
family is finna watch this, so yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they knew. Cause
I-
my mom
I
would
didn't
always
know.
roast me and be like, "Oh, he always used to be a little bitch when he was a kid."
That's messed up. Okay, go ahead.
Excuse me. So what ended up happening? This was around 5th grade, right? And I'm not gonna lie, I was a really paranoid kid. You know, I would always get scared.
Fifth
of-
grade?
I'm pretty sure it was around like 5th grade. So I was like around what? I was like around 11, 12 maybe. No, 11 years old maybe.
Bro,
So-
I don't.
Yeah, I think I was.
Fifth
11.
grade? No.
Yes, it was 5th grade.
You were not 11 or 12 though.
Bro, Jacob's 10 years old and he's in 4th grade.
Oh, okay. Then I guess yeah.
Yeah. So what ended up happening was I think how it all started. It all started with like me, like first listening to like things, you know, like 'cause you ever hear like people whispering, like you're like, or like whatever, right?
I'm.
Right.
I mean, like
Yeah, you know when like
I have
someone
a
whispers in
like
your ear, right?
I feel like everybody has a voice in their head. Like I know I have a voice in my head, and sometimes like I talk to myself, and I feel like it's that voice, you know.
Yeah,
so-
but this was a different voice, bro. It wasn't me.
Oh, okay.
Like I actually felt like someone whispering in my, and then I was like, oh fuck. You
Uh-huh.
know, like ever since then, but I mean, you have to understand that I was really paranoid. I was such a paranoid kid.
You still are, bro. Everything
No,
scares
I'm not.
you.
No, it
Yes,
doesn't,
you
bro.
are.
What
I be
scares?
like,
no,
bro,
look, see, you're making me.
You're not
off track.
paranoid. You're not paranoid, but I tell you like, hey, bro, let's go do this or do this,
Like
and it'll
what?
be like it'll be like some crazy shit. And you'll be like,
Like
nah, bro,
what?
like that one time. So there was this one time where they were remodeling the back garage, and we had hella
oh,
trash.
bro, you're
So
such a
hold on,
bitch
now
when you
hold
say
on.
this
Let
shit,
me
bro.
explain. Let me explain.
Nah,
Let me
bro.
explain this story. So we had to throw away a bunch of trash. We had to throw a bunch of trash because they're remodeling the garage. So you know, as Mexicans, we're not gonna pay for somebody to come pick
Bro,
up the
no,
trash.
you're
and
just
take it out.
exposing of us doing a crime.
Listen. Be quiet. This was a long time ago. And me, my stepdad, and Chris, we started loading up the truck. We had a truck. We had a pickup truck. We had a truck.
Bro, you're such a bitch.
We had a
bro.
truck.
Oh
We
my
had a
God.
truck. This is funny. So we had a truck, and we started loading it with a bunch of trash. And
Bro, it wasn't trash. It was like fucking debris. It was like wood.
yeah, it was like drywall, like all
Yeah.
the old garage like shit. So we started loading it into a truck, and then we were like, "F that! Like we're gonna just go throw it off under a bridge or something." You know, as Mexicans, we were not
Oh.
gonna pay for somebody.
I was
So
like,
it was, remind you, it was like an old pickup truck. Like it was an old pickup truck. You know, us, we have like our race be having like old pickup trucks and stuff. That's funny. And then we were going down the road, and then it was me and my stepdad was driving, and Chris was in the back seat.
no, I wasn't. Oh wait, was I in the back seat?
Yeah,
Or was
you
I
were in the back
front?
seat.
I'm pretty sure I was in the front.
Oh
wasn't
yeah,
I?
you were in the front. You were in the
Because
front.
we-
You were
yeah,
in the front.
you
Yeah,
were
yeah.
looking in the back seat.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
to see
yeah,
that
yeah. I
shit was
remember
falling.
you were in the front seat, and my stepdad was just like, just he was like, you go in the back just to make sure nothing's falling.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bet. So I go in the back seat, and then he starts driving, and it's an old pickup truck, and it's standard, I think. So
Yeah, it was
he
a
wa-
standard one.
yeah. So he starts doing. My stepdad loves to like fuck with us. He loves fucking with us. So he starts fucking with Chris. He's like, "Oh shit, Chris, I can't brake. There's no brakes on the truck." And Chris starts shitting on himself. Chris starts shitting on himself. Like he was like, oh my god, like what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? He starts. I'm like, bro, Chris, relax. Like he's messing with you. You were like, oh no, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Like, and then me and my stepdad were dying, bro. That was hilarious. That was hilarious, bro.
Nah, that was fucked
And then
up.
we just went like I forgot where we went, and we just threw like we just parked the truck and we just threw all the trash out and we left.
Bro,
Bro,
but
that
wasn't
was
there like a
funny.
cop right there, and like we almost
No.
got caught?
Nah, I think
Yeah,
like
there
a
was.
cop passed by us on the way there.
Yeah, that's why.
But bro, that was hilarious. That's why I feel like you're saying paranoid. You've always been paranoid. So that's why I don't feel like it's just like when you were a little kid, because to this day you're still paranoid.
Nah, bro.
Yes, you are.
I'm not paranoid. I swear. I mean,
Yes,
I
you
don't
are.
swear anything, but I swear I'm not paranoid.
Oh yeah, stop swearing.
Okay, but like how I was saying, back to my story, since you rudely interrupted me.
That by another funny story.
It was Carlos. All right.
Go ahead.
Like I was saying, I feel like I'm not as paranoid as I was before. You know, I'm more comfortable with myself, and I feel like I've grown to be like a man, I guess you can say. I'm not really that paranoid anymore. Like if something goes down, you know, I'm going down too, bro. So what ended up happening when I was a little kid, right, was
Yeah.
I would always look at YouTube videos about like ghost shit and like people getting possessed and shit. Cause you know how YouTube used to be back in the day.
See,
They didn't care.
that's what I mean. Hold on. That's what I mean by when I meant that I just ignore it. Because if you put those thoughts in you and you start watching all that weird shit,
Well, yeah.
all you're gonna do is just scare yourself and be more
Of course,
paranoid.
of course.
So that's why I feel
agree
like-
with that. You know,
Yeah,
but me
you
as
get me?
little as kid, I didn't know that. You know.
Yeah.
So like, you know how YouTube was back in the day. Like, they didn't care what you posted on that shit on that site. So what ended up happening was, you know, I would always see people getting possessed and shit. And then one time I saw.
Oh
a video
hell no! I
of,
could
like-
not watch that, bro.
one time I saw a video like of a guy getting like possessed and like the devil was actually talking with him.
Oh nah, never. I'm
bro,
logging out of
bro.
YouTube. I'm doing all that.
Bro,
Never.
that shit scarred me, bro. It fucking scarred me.
Why would you watch that?
Bro, I was curious. I was such a curious ass little kid.
This is what I mean. You're such a weirdo.
No,
Like as soon as
was-
I like, I'm the type of person like if I go on TikTok, and there's sometimes rarely those times where they put like scary like exorcism or like catching shit. You get me? And
No, but
um,
look, listen.
when-
there's
when just-
no, yeah,
I
but
just
like,
let it
bro,
go.
like,
That was funny.
I was always I was always a curious kid, you know. Like I would always have a lot of like curiosities and shit like that. So what ended up happening?
Never.
Nah, bro, that was me.
I feel like I'm the type of person
man.
like if I get to the point where I feel like it's seriously like affecting me or my family, like if anything paranoid is like happening in my house or shit, like I'm out. Like I'm out that motherfucker. Like you're not gonna see me there never again. Like how you acted right now when I told you the story, like that's gonna be me. But I don't feel like it's gotten to that point, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, like I was saying, like you know, I would just always watch that shit, and then all of a sudden, like after that, like I started getting so paranoid, you know, like I couldn't sleep at night. It got so bad to the point where I would hear shit, literally.
Oh hell no! See,
I remember this one night vividly, bro. I remember like it was fucking yesterday, bro. I'm not even kidding. Like there was, because you know how we used to have bunk beds,
yeah.
right? Sorry about that. You know how we used to have bunk
Yeah,
beds, and how George used to sleep in the bottom and I used to sleep on top, right?
Oh yeah.
So what ended up happening was we moved the bed. We moved it like because it like you could move the bed from
Mhm.
the bottom, right, to make more space. So we moved it, and then we put it on the other side of the room.
Yeah.
So what ended up happening was, it was night or whatever. I want to sleep normally, and then all of a sudden, like, I wake up. I don't know why I woke up, to be honest. You know, I just woke up out of nowhere, and then, like, that day, like, I mean, you know how there's some days like where it's like not too dark. It's like you can see like light
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
outside, especially in Long Beach.
yeah.
So like what ended up happening was, um, I see like this dark fucking like figure. I see like this dark like if someone was like
Like on the
sitting
window?
on the edge of, no, like on the edge. Look, this is what happened. I seen like some dark type of like shadow sitting on the edge of my bed, cause you know how like we had a window, in that room, right? We had I seen a dark shadow, sit in the edge of my of the bed of my brother's bed, looking out the window from the inside. And then when I woke up and I looked down, like it moved its head and it was like looking at me.
Oh yeah, never. No, but I'm
And
good.
then I was and then I was like,
Yo,
I
I'm
was
out,
like, oh my
guys.
God. I was
Thank you
like,
guys for. No,
bro,
I'm just kidding.
bro. No, I was like, oh my God, like I was panicking so much, and I started yelling, mom, 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 and then my mom was sleeping with my brother George in that same bed because he was a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
ass
yeah.
kid, and then you know how my dad, he always snores,
Yeah.
and it, and so what ended up happening was my mom switched this light switch, and then I told her everything that I seen.
Oh
And
hell
then
no.
she was all like, she was like, nah, bro, like you need some help. And then that's when I got like a therapist, a psychiatrist, and shit.
Hell
I
yeah.
was
I
never
feel like as a parent,
I was
it's hard.
yeah, I was never on like listen. I never was in like
Like
I
on
never
pills.
was like in I was never like on pills, like those kind of pills, like schizophrenic type
Yeah,
of
yeah,
pills,
yeah,
like
yeah.
schizophrenic people take.
Yeah.
But I was like on anxiety pills, because I was always anxious as a kid.
Yeah.
And I was always.
I feel like
hear
as a
shit and
parent,
see shit.
like as a parent, it's hard maybe to like accept your kid to have all those things. And but I mean, you still gotta be there for your kid at the end of the day, because it's your
Exactly,
kid
like,
that's going
I
through
would
it.
never leave my kid.
It's your kid that's going through it,
Yeah.
not you. So
Exactly.
I mean, I feel like a lot of parents. I'm not a parent, so I feel like, in my opinion, maybe a lot of parents like shy away from it because they don't want to be like, oh, my kid is weird.
Oh yeah, totally.
You
And
get
then
me?
like, there's some parents that don't believe in that.
Yeah,
shit, they don't
exactly.
believe in mental health.
Yeah, true.
I know a lot of people, that their parents, they don't believe that,
Yeah.
mental health, can be
Especially like
fixed with
like men. I
pills
feel
and
like
stuff.
men be
men,
like,
like,
yo, you just
dudes.
gotta toughen up, or just get over it.
Exactly, and it's
You
so
get me?
fucking toxic, bro. I hate it so
It is
much.
toxic, but at the same time, like, I'm the type of person, like, I've been around a lot of like my friends that have parents like that, but at the same time, you gotta respect that it's not your kid or your parents. You get me? Like, I've always like,
I don't give a fuck. I would never respect those people.
no, I'm saying
Literally.
respect them in a way where you won't tell them, oh, do this, do that. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I have friends that have been,
But like, tell the parents, say, do
yeah,
this, do that.
exactly. Like, you can't ever tell the parent what to do. You get me? Like, it's
Oh no,
That's what I
no,
mean by
I wouldn't
respect.
care. Hell no. All that respect. If you're not doing anything to help your kid, or like, if your kid is going through that shit, and if you feel like as a parent it's not right for you to seek
Help.
help to your
Mhm.
child, I would never respect you in any fucking way, shape, or form. Because if you don't believe in like shit like mental health issues, or believe that
Mhm.
actually like medicine can help you improve,
Mm.
if you don't believe on that shit, and if you don't believe as a parent that those things can help your kid,
Well, I
I
don't
can't
I don't
respect
always
you.
feel like you have to get on pills. Maybe
well,
getting
no,
help
yeah,
is
you definitely don't, but I'm talking about like in the sense of like, like if
like if they
like, a
tell
kid
you,
feels suicidal or
Uh-huh,
stuff like
uh-huh.
that, definitely. Or like if a kid is like heavily depressed, like if a kid tells you like, oh, like I'm so depressed,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm feeling down, and if that kid has done shit where it would like, if they think that like doing some things, like, how some people use like the gym, or like they read books, or like play video games as a way to cope with their anxiety, and that
Yeah.
they won't feel anxious anymore. If that doesn't work, then I would say, like probably seek a psychiatrist or a therapist.
Yeah, I get you.
you know And if a parent, they don't do that for their kid, then I'm never gonna respect, bro. Like, it's like me. It's like
But
me
at
saying
times
this.
you can't really say that because like I had a lot of friends that would hide a lot of things from their parents, you know. So
And do you know why they would hide things from the
not
parents?
really, not really to be
Well,
honest.
maybe because their parents didn't help them, and they
Maybe or
were
maybe
seeking
they were
out
just
help
scared.
by themselves.
That's what I'm
Scared of what?
like to let the parents know that what they were going through. You get me?
Oh, like scared in the sense that they would probably get
Yeah,
judged, or
exactly.
tell them like to suck it
Yeah.
up.
So I just feel like every
Oh well,
there's
yeah.
a
In
lot
that
of
case,
there's
then
a
yeah. Like I would say,
you
I mean,
can't say
there's a lot
yeah,
of
but you can't really say that.
what?
I feel like you're basing everything out of one or two like scenarios because we don't always know what everybody's going through. Like one thing I've learned and I've seen, and that's one thing like I want to get into. Like I want to get into what I've told you. Like talk about something that impacts you or something that you saw that impact you and share with everybody, you know. So I want to like share this with you. Like I seen a video where I think it's Tracy Morgan came out saying that like I don't want nobody to feeling I don't want nobody to feel bad for me, you know, because at the end of the day there's always somebody else going through something worse. You get me? So like I understand that in a way, and the fact that he's probably saying it like, "Oh, I'm a big star, or I have money and I have problems," but I don't want you to feel sorry for me because there's people less fortunate going through stuff. You get me? So I feel it in that way, but I also feel it like in my sense, where I can impact that into my life and be like, I don't want nobody to feel sorry for me because at the end of the day, there's people going through something worse 10 times. You get me?
Yeah, but what does that have to do with parents,
No, I'm not.
getting
I'm
help
not
with their
saying that. I'm
kids?
not saying
Oh,
that.
you're not saying
No, I'm
anything
not
at all.
saying about
Okay.
that. I'm just saying that
Alright.
we can't always just base something off one or two scenarios because at the end of the day, back to what I was saying to the parents, like you don't always know what the scenario is or what the circumstance is. You know what I mean? Like I feel like
What, like
everybody
of
is
them being
different.
poor
Huh?
or something? Like of them being poor or
No, I'm
what?
saying in
In
the
what
fact
sense?
that we, like you say, that you don't respect parents that don't seek help for them. Like maybe they don't know, or maybe they don't know how, or maybe they're scared, or maybe you get me. There's way too many scenarios for
Well,
you to
look,
say
listen. They shouldn't. No, they shouldn't be scared. You know, because there's
yes,
people
but you,
who do
Chris,
research,
yes,
and
but
there's people who study for
you gotta
things like that.
understand that everything is different. You can't say
What do you mean?
like you can say oh there's help for that. Yeah, but maybe parents don't know how to get that help. Like, do you ever like
Yeah. Okay. So
listen.
you're basically
I'm
saying,
basically saying to don't say oh if you're a parent and you don't do this and this I I can't respect you. You're saying that, right? And
yeah. I'm basically saying that.
I'm saying don't think that way because you never know the scenario that maybe the parent doesn't know that their kid is going through that, or maybe the kid is too shy to get judged, or maybe the parents don't know how to get help, or maybe the parents are
Yeah, but how is it? No, but I'm talking about like in a sense where the kid is actually seeking help from their
oh
parents, and their parents
okay
aren't doing
say
anything
that
about it.
yeah that I understand what you mean.
That's what I've been trying to say the whole
Oh
time.
well yeah I mean that I understand.
Yeah, that's my argument. Like, if a child goes to their parent and their parent, like, they don't believe in like shit like that, like antidepressants or like, but no. But anyways, like I was saying, like if a child is seeking help from their parents and their parents don't do
Hmm.
anything about it, then I would never respect those parents, you know. And like I said, like if a child is like really like down, they can't, you know, do anything about their situation or them being depressed or having
Yeah,
anxiety,
no I
you
get
know.
you and there's
And then they seek help from their parents,
hmm
right? But the parents don't do anything about it, or like their parents don't, or the parents are scared of what might happen. Like I still can't respect someone like that, you know. Like why would you be scared of seeking help for your child?
no I
Like it
understand.
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
Like that to me, because there's people out there who are like that. Like
no
they
yeah
don't believe in
I
like
understand.
anxiety. They belittle mental health
Hmm.
issues, and like, you know, then they like say like, oh well, I'm scared of what might happen to my
Yeah I
child.
get you.
Well, dude, there's literally people who research like things like this. You
Yeah
know,
yeah
it's like you as a parent, you don't, in my opinion, you don't have a say in your child's health. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
So
Like,
me personally, like I feel like I've had my times where maybe I wasn't mentally tough to go through a lot of things, but
mhm,
I've always like been into sports, and in sports you get taught like, oh, you gotta watch motivational videos, you gotta, always be on the grind, you gotta, like, I grew up watching Kobe, you get me? So Kobe is like that Mamba mentality, you get me? So he always
mhm,
taught that you always gotta give your best, you always gotta do this. So I would always like watch motivational videos or like listen to good music that would help me go through those times. So I feel like I haven't gotten to that point where I can say like, oh, I have anxiety or I have this mental problems or stuff like that. You get me? But do you
mhm.
feel like you have gotten to that maybe in the past
Oh,
or?
I mean, yeah, like in the past, I have, and I mean, I still take pills for my anxiety because you know
Mhm.
I always used to have panic attacks.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, just
just
I mean, I want to talk about it, and I want you to be comfortable talking about it. And um, I feel like if you want to talk about it, just start from the beginning. Like, say like, oh, this is what I feel, or this is what I have, and stuff like
no, I
that. You
mean,
get
I'm
me?
very open about me taking antidepressants. You know, like I'm very open about it. Like, I really don't care what people. I don't care if people are like, oh man, you really like it's like, cause you know how people sometimes judge when you take medication for like things like this.
Yeah.
You know, I'm really not that type of person who takes it to heart or whatever. You know,
Mm.
because those people are miseducated.
Yeah.
Like they're not
And
educated
and
right.
that's
You
one
know.
thing I want. I feel like that's why you have a strong opinion on this topic, and
Yeah, because I go through things like
yeah,
this. You
yeah, and
know,
I
like
understand.
I'm.
I understand where you're coming from, and I haven't, I haven't had like maybe the same past as you. So maybe like I would want you to like talk about or like school not school me but like inform me about a lot of these things. You get me?
Yeah, I mean, the medication I'm taking right now is called Lexapro Oxalate. It's basically supposed to help me with my anxiety and my depression. But I'm not really like the type of person to be, you know, depressed.
Yeah.
I don't really suffer for that. But you know, many psychiatrists they link depression to
Mm.
anxiety. So yeah, you know how back then I would always used to have panic attacks and I would have to go to the hospital and
Yeah.
shit. You know, like remember those times we would have to call the
Mhm.
ambulance because I would feel like if I would have like a heart
Yeah,
attack or
yeah,
something. Yeah, so I would always just used to, you know, I would always used to have them, but ever since I've been on the
yeah.
medication,
Mhm.
like I've never had that shit ever since
And
then,
that's
you know.
good, and
But
I remember all
ever
those
since
times.
ever since then, but like of course, like there's been times where it's been like really bad that I'd had to like go, you know.
Yeah, and I feel like that's why.
Like not bad to the point where like I had to go to the emergency room, but like I had to go to like urgent care, like stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I feel like that's why in a way, um, like your past or like watching all those things that you told me like when you were little, I feel like all that had effect on you. You get me? And
No, yeah, and I would always see like, cause you know how
like to
sometimes
me,
people like when they feel
that
something.
has never been like something interesting to me. Like watching all that like how you said how you watch somebody supposedly was talking to the devil or whatever. Like that has never been like interesting to me. You get me? Like I
Mm.
try to stay away from all that because
Well, no,
it's not
yeah,
my
but
thing. You get
when
me,
you're a kid, when you're like a little ass kid, you know, you really
bro?
don't know what you're
When
doing, and you really don't know what you're putting yourself
yeah,
into.
yeah, yeah. No, I understand.
Yeah, but yeah. So ever since then, like I would take medication, and it really does help a
Hmm.
lot. Like if you have severe anxiety or severe depression, where the like you feel suicidal,
Yeah.
you know, I've never really felt like suicidal ever in my
Hmm.
life like that, you know,
Yeah.
but you know it still helps.
Yeah, I
So like for
understand.
people who feel like like they don't like they feel like down or like really depressed or
What's
very anxious, I would recommend taking going to a
what's
psychiatrist
one
for that.
message or what would you say message or what's something that you would want to share like out of your experience? What's like a message that you would want to put out there to help other
Like
people, like to
for
help other people with maybe the same things that you're going through or something related to depression or anxiety? What's something that like
uh
maybe you would give an advice or just something to help them get through it, you know?
well, I mean, the best thing I can say is, just keep on going, bro. Like, you might be young, you might be a little old, but, just keep on going. Like, there's so much in life, you're barely getting started.
Mm.
You, I'm not saying that you don't have time to be depressed or be anxious, but I'm saying, like, really, like, when you do feel that you're, like, really down and, like, you feel like you're really anxious, like, you have to take time to yourself and time alone, like you have to, like, think about the things that you think of, like double, like make sure, like double think about the things you're thinking about,
Yeah.
and like if it's going really, if it's like so bad to the point where like you feel suicidal, like feel like really anxious or
Mhm.
really depressed or like having panic attacks, then I would say, seek help. That's the best thing I can say. Like, seek help. Like, you won't be judged. There's a lot of people that go through this. You aren't alone. I guess you can say, like, a lot of us suffer from mental health issues. Believe it or not, every single one of us have mental health problems, and but there's different types of levels of how, the severity.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, maybe not many people have, I would say, like, most people, like, their depression or anxiety aren't really severe
Mhm.
like others, but mental health problems is really common. And I would
Yeah.
say, like, if you feel like you need help, then please take that
Look
help.
out for help, you
Don't,
know?
yeah, like, I wouldn't say double think that, I wouldn't say think twice about seeking
Nah.
help. Like, if you really feel like you need help, go take
Yeah.
it. That's the best thing I can say.
Yeah, that's probably the best thing.
And just know that you're not alone. Like, there's always people who are willing to listen to you. Your family, your anyone, a friend, even a therapist. Even though sometimes it can be a little difficult to talk to a therapist, they're not there to judge you. They're there to comfort you. Do their job as a therapist to help you and whatnot.
Yeah, I understand.
So,
And I
yeah.
feel like as like you already know me, Chris. You know me. Maybe I don't know like a lot about your past, but you've always had like a friend slash brother in me, and all our family. We all love you. We all care for you.
Mhm.
We all know everybody goes through. Everybody has their own life. So like how I was saying, like our family has always been there for you. And one
No,
thing
that's how
about our
family is.
family,
I
like
mean,
no
Don
matter
Toretto
what
said it himself,
is
bro.
going
Family's
on
everything.
between everybody's life, at the end of the day, if
Yeah.
something happens to one of us, we're all there for each other. And that's the one thing I like. Yeah, you get me?
Yeah, and that's how family should be. Even I feel like really bad because some people don't
Yeah.
have that type of, like, luck, I guess you can say, when it comes to family. I've known a lot of
Yeah,
people,
I
like a
get
lot
you.
of friends at school, like their family, like they don't give a fuck about them, bro, and like they really don't have anyone. But like, if you're one of those type of people whose family doesn't, I wouldn't say really cares about you. I would say, like, if you have like family that doesn't really acknowledge your mental health issues, then I would say go
Yeah.
seek some help, from a
No,
trained
I understand.
professional, like a therapist or a psychiatrist. You know what I mean? Because you shouldn't feel like that. You should never feel like you're alone or like you're worthless, because
Yeah.
no one in this world is worthless, bro. Like, we all have a purpose to live here for. And I would say, like, sometimes, that purpose, it'll take some time for you to realize what your purpose
Yeah.
is. But I would say, like, every one of us have a purpose. And like I seen in One Piece, like, I love this quote so much from One Piece, and this is why I fucking love anime so much. Remember an
Mhm.
episode. It was a giant. I forgot his name. I think it
Talk your
was an
shit.
Oars. I think it was the son of Oars. He was all like, because a girl, like a girl, her name is Robin. She lost her family. She lost everyone. And,
Yeah.
she was alone, and she felt alone because she didn't have any friends or anything like that. But like this dude said, he was like, no one in this world was born to be alone, and that shit still hits me every time. Like, I tear up every time I see it, because
Yeah, I get you.
you can, like, you just know, like, you know
Yeah, I get
and
you.
like, people who feel like they're alone, bro, you're not alone, bro. Like, you have a lot of people to
That's
talk
true.
to.
But I
I'm
mean,
sure
like I
you'll
told
find
you,
a
like
lot of people, a lot
at
of
the end of the
friends,
day, we're here for
you
each
know.
other. At the end of the day, I'm here for you, and I hope you're here
Yeah,
for
and
me.
that's how
You
it
get
should
me?
always be. Family should always be like that.
Yeah,
We
but
should always be there for one another.
yeah, I get you. Before we head out, we just want to let you guys know, the same thing. If you're going through any type of depression or any type of anxiety, seek help.
I would definitely leave a link down below to a nonprofit, not suicide hotline, but like anywhere where you can get help.
Yeah, but
Definitely.
appreciate you guys for checking in on another episode of Off the Dome.
I know this episode was kind of sentimental, and
Hey,
our
that's
episodes
the whole
aren't. I
point.
mean,
We're gonna
it's
have our
fun,
ups. We're gonna have
Yeah,
our
we're
ups,
gonna
and we're
have
gonna have our downs.
like we're gonna talk about
We're talking about
controversial
everything.
things.
Yeah, we're gonna talk
We-
about
you
everything
know,
on this
we-
podcast.
Yeah, and I'm sure next episode we'll have way more to talk about, and we'll probably be like probably be like a live person podcast most likely.
Yeah,
Right?
but thank you
Yeah.
guys for checking in. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and see you guys
And
next time. Appreciate you
See
guys.
you guys next time. Peace out. Thank you.